You and Swan, if you're out there, I invite you to call in and talk to Michael about this. But
well, we'll be back. I'll give you that thought in a minute. We'll talk about that. This is the Michael Titus Show on GoMileHigh.com.
Go Mile High. You're listening to GoMileHigh.com.
Looking for a place to watch your favorite NFL team on Sundays? Join me and the other Hooters girls. All day on Sundays, we have Coors Light and Miller Lite Big Daddies for $3.50. And you can score 20 wings and a pitcher of beer for just $20. Hooters has DirecTV's Sunday tickets, so you can catch every game. And while you're here, be sure to ask your Hooters girl how you can enter to win a brand new 42-inch TV. Stop by our Aurora location at 2610 South Parker Road, just off Havana and Parker. And check us out at Facebook.com/Hooters Colorado. Join me and make Hooters your home for NFL football all season long.
Go Mile High. You're listening to GoMileHigh.com.
Jeez there, Paulie, why are you typing so fast?
Hey, Mikey, I have nothing to do with old radio. I gotta focus on work, huh?
What do you mean you got nothing to do? You could go online and listen to GoMileHigh.com.
Go Mile High what?
It's GoMileHigh.com. They have the best MMA show out there called MMA Uncensored.
What are you talking, mama?
It's not mama, it's MMA, man. Don't you like fighting?
Hey, I'm a fighter, Mikey. You know me.
Well, if you're a fighter, then you need to tune to GoMileHigh.com every Tuesday and Thursday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time and listen to MMA Uncensored.
Who's the guy that runs this operation?
I don't know. He's a Chicago guy like myself. I think his name's Luke something.
Hey, he's Chicago. I'm New York. Will we get along?
Oh, of course. Everyone likes pizza.
We talk main fighters?
Everything from the UFC, Strikeforce, and Bellator, plus local fighters like Ring of Fire and Fight to Win.
You vouch for this guy?
I swear I vouch for him. He's a Chicagoan.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out, Mikey.
Okay, Tuesday, Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time on GoMileHigh.com.
From Belmar, Lakewood, Colorado, USA. Go Mile High. Streaming globally at GoMileHigh.com.
Welcome back to the Michael Titus Show right here on GoMileHigh.com. It's a beautiful afternoon here in the Belmar area, and I'm sitting here with my guest of the week. He is Mercury Matt Yaden. He's the disseminator of veracity. And we were just talking about how we have different views regarding Swan Christopher. I don't know how you can trust a man who only owns one suit. I don't know how you can trust a man like that. But he told me during the break that he really wants to push over the fact that NRW has a training school. And he wants to talk about the school. He wants to talk about the charitable organizations and everything that NRW has worked with and how you can get partnered up with them.
Okay, well, first off, if anybody is interested in learning to become a professional wrestler, we train out in Commerce City at Tammy's Event Center at 6324 Ivy Street. It's at the corner of 63rd and Ivy there. And if you want information on becoming a wrestler or a manager or a referee or a personality, you would go to nrwrevolution.com and then click on the Contact Us. The email address to send any inquiries to is contact@nrwrevolution.com. So we are currently looking for potential talent and new students. So contact us. Let us know if that's something that interests you, and I promise you we'll give you the best training in Colorado.
Absolutely. And you recently just had a benefit show for the Rocky Mountain Deaf School, correct? Out in Golden?
I did.
And you presented that big, huge check. And I know that that's not a cheap thing to do. I've personally given away free checks like that. I've been on The Price is Right and things like that, or at least I've sat in the crowd at least. And I've seen that those checks are not come by cheap, but you gave a considerable sum of money. NRW put a lot of money up for it. Most of the admission at the gate, everything was given towards that school. And obviously, from what I saw and heard from that crowd, they really enjoyed themselves. And some of them were, moving their hands pretty fast to try to imitate what I was saying, but they couldn't digest what I was saying. Their eyes could not follow my mouth.
I felt bad for that interpreter, that sign language interpreter, trying to interpret while you were talking, because I mean, it was pretty lightning fast. But no, it's the Rocky Mountain Deaf School is in Golden. And my oldest stepdaughter goes there. She's been there since she was 3. She's now 15. And it's something that is near and dear to my heart. And they always need the help. They're a charter school. And I contacted them about doing a fundraiser because NRW wants to be a community organization, not just a wrestling organization. So we want to give back. So if there's any organizations that need help, need money, need funds raised or anything charitable, we would love to help them out. We worked with Dakota Ridge High School twice, once for the football team, once for the wrestling team, and then again the deaf school, which was again it was a very heartwarming experience. There was several deaf people that showed up. They have said that they haven't been going to local wrestling shows because they can't hear what's going on. So the fact that someone showed up to interpret, we had a deaf performer perform in the ring. That was very interesting, performing some contemporary music. So it made me feel good to know that we were able to kind of give back and present them with a check that they said that will do a lot for them that they've been meaning to do. So we want to continue that. We want to continue giving back, and we invite anybody who needs help to contact us, and we'll set something up.
Awesome. And I understand from Mr. Ronnie Townsend over there that we have a caller on the line. Place the guy through. Or woman, whoever it is, I don't know. Hello, welcome to the program.
Titus. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing quite well.
This is the Laughing Legend, Larry Nabisco. How are you doing there?
Laughing Legend himself, I can't believe it. The man who says that if you're laughing in the park, you're laughing in the dark, or something like that. I don't know how he says it. He's insane. The most fun.
Rumors and speculation merely, sir. I just tuned into your show. Been listening to those last little words by Matt Yaden and the work with the deaf school. Got to commend him and his organization for that, definitely.
So I'm going to say something. You know, Larry, to be honest, I've worked with a lot of people in this business, and I worked extensively with a few people doing commentary, and I got to say, by far, you're the least worst that I've ever had to work with. I tell you what, there's been some other losers out there that just really can't hold a candle to you. They certainly can't hold a candle to me, but I really commend your abilities as an announcer. And just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then go on and we'll talk about the NEW show, and we'll talk about Primos coming up this Sunday.
Well, actually, a little known to most people, I actually got my start in broadcast journalism, somewhat just like you, doing work from Denver with a Canadian website, Beyond the Squared Circle, closed down about 2002. I was the sister cities correspondent, would travel around to the local organizations at that time. It was like CWO, RMCW, HVW, some other organizations here and there, and let them know what the local scene in Denver was going on, and give them calls, talk about the ECW, WCW, WWF at the time, pay-per-views and such. And from there on, I kind of just faded out. I went and did my music thing for quite a few years in Denver, got out of wrestling, and then about 6 months after Primos opened up, I got a call from J.D. Wilson asking if I felt like doing some play-by-play, and I've been with Primos ever since.
Awesome. And this past Sunday night, if you folks didn't get an opportunity, or if you did, you saw the great show that they had at the Buffalo Rose in Golden, Colorado. New Era Wrestling. Larry Nabisco and myself were there. We saw the whole action. We saw everything that went down. Please, Larry, give me your perspective on that night.
Well, NEW, this was only my second show calling the action. I'm somewhat trying to get a feel for it. It's definitely ghosts of the past, being at the Buffalo Rose again. The play-by-play that I did for IWF over the past 2 years before they closed down. It's kind of been hard for me to get back into that building and get a feel for what's going on in this organization. I do love the in-ring action. It's hard to keep up, especially with you running your mouth, 90% of the time. It's hard to get a word in edgewise,
I hear you.
Wait a minute. You can't be ganging up on me like this. I'm going to tell you something that, you know what, out of everybody, I try to give you your equal opportunity when it comes to speaking on the microphone, but I've got a lot of important things to say, and people want to hear what I have to say, so they're going to listen, and they may not necessarily want to hear you.
Well, I understand that, you're pushing your own personal agenda,
He agrees with me.
The whole aggressive takeover of the organizations here in the Colorado region. You've been quite conspicuous from your absence at Primos. I have a question for you to put the boot on the other foot there. What exactly, what's keeping you from showing your face at our Primo shows. You used to be at our